Welcome to the 10th lecture on digital electronics. In this lecture, we will be dealing with ASCII code and error detection code. In error detection code, we will be dealing only with parity method. Now coming into the first topic of this lecture, the first topic is ASCII code. So what is basically ASCII? ASCII is an industry standard code which is developed by American National Standards Institute ANSI and is published in 1963. ASCII is basically a 7-bit code. 7-bit means you have 2 power 7. What is 2 power 7? It is 128. It is 128. Therefore, you can have decimal numbers from 0 to 127. That is mentioned here. Okay. Now, it assigns a binary value to letters, numbers and other characters. That means ASCII code is basically alphanumeric code. Now, here presently we are working with 8-bit code which can represent 256 different values. Okay. See, ASCII code was developed for 7-bit values. That means you can count from 0 to 127. Presently now it is changed to 8-bit code where we can count from 0 to 255. Here we can go from 0 to 255. ASCII code represents text and control characters in computers, communication equipments and other devices that work with text-based languages. Most computers use ASCII codes to represent text, which means it's possible to transfer data from one computer to other computer. See, what is the basic necessity of coding? Necessity of coding means here you are having a sender and you are having a receiver. For example, if the sender sends a data, then the cryptography. So you have to give the cryptographic data of the sender to the receiver. So here the cryptographic data means basically the coded data. So the coded data can only be decoded only by the receiver. Okay. So that is the importance of coding. So you have coding as well as decoding. Now, how a ASCII code works? See, if you are having a disk or a pen drive, something like that, the data is stored as text files. Okay. That text files will be in binary format. Now, if you need to call this text file or data, you need to convert this. You cannot read as a human being. You cannot read this binary data. So convert binary data into characters or numbers. Then you can display it on a computer, or you can display it, or you can print it on a printer, or you can display it on a mobile phone, something like that. Okay. So that is how it is working. So if you are doing the reverse pattern, here you are typing some characters or numbers, something etc. This is saved as what? Saved as characters, which is converted to binary. And this binary is again written as text file in the corresponding hard disk. Okay. That is where that coding is important. There we are having ASCII code, ASCII code or something like that. So here this where we are entering the data, that is the sender, and here it is the receiver part, and in the receiver part the data is saved as a text file which is having this binary data, and if you are decoding the binary data, you will get the data which is sent by the sender, and that too again using this ASCII code or ASCII code design. Now, to deal with ASCII code, you have a very big chart. Okay, this is I am showing it for 128 characters. See, here the top end represents the most significant bit, MSB, and here this represents the least significant bit. That means if you are writing 000 and again 4 zeros, okay, that means 000 and 4 zeros, then the corresponding element you are getting is null. Okay. Now if it is 011, if you are writing 011 and and 011. 011, 011. Sorry, 0011. 011 and 0011. Then what is the corresponding character? So 011, 011. So you will get the corresponding character as 3. So 011, 0011 is the ASCII code of 3. Okay. Now if you need to get the ASCII code of G, for G, that is a alphabet. So G, first 3 elements are 100. The last 4 elements are 011. So 011. Okay. So that for G you can go for 100. Then you can go to 011. So that is how you are getting the ASCII code. Another example is if you are going for this one. If you are going for escape, ASCII is for escape. So the first 3 bits are 011, and the last 4 bits are 1011. That means for escape, for ASCII, the ASCII code is 001, and after that it is 1011. Another example is if you are going for say small g. If you are going for small g, the MSB bit is 110 and LSB is 011. So we can write for G it is, so we can write 110 011. So that is the ASCII code of G. Now if you are having a dollar symbol, another example, if you are having a dollar symbol here, this one. This is the dollar symbol. The corresponding MSB is 010 and LSB is 011. That means for dollar symbol, the ASCII code is 010. The ASCII code is 010 and 011. This is the ASCII code. Hope you have understood how to read the ASCII table. Moving further, there is some error that is happening in between. So let me open that again. Show some comments. So hope you understood how to form the ASCII code. So here also I will show one more example. If you need to write SP means you need to write 010 and after that it is 0000. That means for SP the ASCII code is 010 and 4 zeros. And if it is for W, it is 111 and 011. For W the code is 111. After that it is 011. That is ASCII code of W. Hope you have understood how to read the ASCII chart. So in ASCII chart, apart from these numbers and characters, like you have numbers from 1 to 9 and characters less than equal to, and alphabets like A, capital A, small a, up to Z. Okay. So what is the beyond that you are having some symbols or some representations like null, SOH, XTH, DC3, etc. What does that mean? That is given here. If it is NUL, it is null. Sum means SUM means start of heading. STH is start of text. So this is the basic list. CAN stands for cancel. Okay. If it is CAN, what is CAN means here. CAN comes here, that is cancel. So what is the ASCII code of cancel? It is 001 along with 4 zeros. Okay. Hope you understood the concept of ASCII code. Okay. Now, if you need to write the PUBLO in ASCII code. How do you write? First you write P. What is the ASCII code of P? You go to P, capital P. What is capital P there? A, B, C, D, M, N, O, P. Yeah. Capital P is here. Okay. So along with the capital P, what do you have to write? Along with capital P, what do you have to write? Yeah, it is 101 and 4 zeros. It is 101 and 4 zeros. So this is the error checking bit. Similarly for you it is 101 like that, and the first bit is always the error checking bit. The first bit is error checking bit. Okay. So I think you have understood how to deal with ASCII code. Okay. Now coming to the next part of this lecture. The next part of this lecture is lecture 10.1. That means error detection code, parity method. That we will deal in the next lecture. Okay. That will be termed as lecture 10.1. Okay. So I am ending with this lecture on ASCII code. So here ASCII code is over. So next code, that is error detection code using parity method, we will deal in the next lecture, that is lecture 10.1. Thank you.